Hey everyone, First T here. Thanks for checking out this YouTube channel. Congratulations, Daniel Berger, on winning the 2020 Charles Schwab Challenge. Here's his post-win virtual press conference interview.
Okay, we would like to welcome our 2020 Charles Schwab Challenge champion, Daniel Berger, into our first ever virtual media center. Daniel, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on stepping into the PGA Tour Winners Circle again. If we can get your comments on the victory today.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought battle today, and I just kept telling myself, why not me today? You know, from the beginning, tee shot to the end, and some things went my way. Obviously, a couple missed putts here and there for Collin, but in the end, it was a great week, and you know, I've been playing some great golf for the last couple months, so I'm just excited to be back in this position.
Before questions, talk a little bit about the emotion of winning again after all that you've been through from a health standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think when I won my first couple times, I took it a little bit for granted, thinking that every year was just going to be easy and you'd have that chance to win. But it's tough out here. It's cutthroat, and the best players in the world every week are showing up. And you know, I worked my butt off the last year to be in this position, and I'm just glad it all paid off.
Okay, let's go right into questions. We'll start with Mark Cannizzaro from the New York Post.
Hey, Daniel, congratulations. I know you're a little bit removed from it, but you talked about some things going your way. With Jordan's chip and a Travelers, you know, as well as you played there, it didn't go your way. Do you feel, you know, just can you look back at that and just kind of, you know, obviously you handled it very well at that time, you know, and nothing's owed to anybody in golf, but do you feel something special about this, the fact that it wasn't a playoff and obviously didn't end the way you exactly probably wanted to with the missed putt, but nonetheless you earned it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been on the other end of that in playoffs. That, you know, I was 0 for 2 coming into this one, and you know, it's tough. I mean, obviously it was a 3-footer, but you know, it was a sliding left to righter, and it by no means was it a gimme. If I was sitting at home playing my buddies for $20, I'd be making them putt it. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, you got to get the ball in the hole, and it's unfortunate that it ended that way, but you know, it's just the way golf goes.
If I could just ask a follow-up, it's kind of unrelated to that, just in terms of this week, what were your expectations of it, whether there was some apprehensions or not, and do you think this entire week, aside from your win, of course, could have gone any better, just in terms of the tour, you know, pulling this thing off, first event in 3 months of any sport?
Yeah, I think the PGA Tour did an unbelievable job. The staff at Colonial, the greenskeepers, everyone involved with making this tournament go did an unbelievable job. You know, it was a little different without fans, but it didn't feel like it wasn't a PGA Tour event. You still felt that pressure. You still felt like there was so much on the line, and you know, like I said, it's a little different. Obviously, being, you know, 5-6 feet apart from everyone, and you know, not shaking hands at the end of the round, and you know, obviously following social distancing. But you know, I thought they did a fantastic job, and the tournament was a huge success in my opinion.
Thanks, man. Congrats.
You got it. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Rex Hoggard with Golf Channel.
Congratulations, Daniel. You just mentioned the fans and it being a little bit different. Where do you think that was most profound? Was it on the 18th green or when you finished up the playoffs that you felt it the most?
You know, you definitely, you know, making a putt on the 18th hole to tie the lead and not hearing any roars is a little different. But, you know, there's some holes where, you know, you get the crowd standing on the left or right side of the tee, and where you kind of spray one, they're kind of there. And it just wasn't like that. You know, certain areas that, you know, are usually matted down from thousands of fans walking through weren't there. And, you know, certain holes where the grandstands weren't there just gave you a little different feel than in years in the past. But overall, you know, the golf course was fantastic. The atmosphere, in my opinion, was fantastic. Even though there weren't any fans out there, you knew that millions of people were watching at home, and that was just enough for me.
If I could do a quick follow-up, does this feel historic after everything we've been through with the quarantine coming back?
It does, especially obviously with, you know, the pandemic hitting and, you know, taking, you know, so much time off in the middle of the season. But I think it went off without a hitch, and you know, everyone did a great job, and you know, I'm just very lucky and blessed to be here as the champion.
Okay, let's go to Drew Davison with the Fort Worth Star Telegram.
Yeah, Daniel, just kind of going off the atmosphere, just can you explain what that felt like walking up to 17 for the playoff? Kind of, I guess, were you used to it after 4 days, or was it a weird feeling?
It was a little bit of a weird feeling. I think it was a little bit of an advantage to go second after, Collin hit that tee shot because, right was probably the only spot that you couldn't hit it on the green from. And I knew there was a little bit of an opening there. And, I stepped up there and hit a great shot. And, my approach shot, I hit a great shot. It just was a little long, but I left myself in a good spot. And, Collin hit a great chip shot. And, like I said, it was unfortunate that it ended that way, but, golf is golf.
Well, and then just how nice does it feel to wear this plaid jacket? And I don't know how much the student of the game you are, but just what does it mean to you to be Colonial champion?
Yeah, I think I took it for granted a little bit in the years past when I came here and stand on the first tee and you see all the names that are on the wall, some of the greatest to play of all time. And, now my name's up there and, I feel a real sense of honor having my name up there along with so many other great players.
Okay, let's go to Mike McAllister with PGAtour.com.
Hey, congratulations, Daniel. Again, a couple questions. First of all, I wanted to ask you, what were you asking Mark Russell there on the playoff just before you finished up your par putt?
I hit that chip shot to about, 2 feet, and I was just curious whether, in that playoff form could I finish out or did I have to wait for Collin to go ahead? Because I wanted to knock that one in, before Collin had that 3-footer coming up. So I just wanted to clarify before I, did do that. And, Mark said it was okay, so I went ahead and did that.
And I did want to ask you about your putt at 18. A lot of guys had putts there to either force a playoff or to even take the lead, and they didn't make it. So with or without fans, there's obviously still a lot of pressure on you guys, and everybody feels that pressure. It doesn't matter if there's fans or not, correct?
Yeah, I mean, you still feel that pressure. You know exactly where you stand, and I dreamt of having a putt like that to get into a playoff or to win. So it was kind of just like repetition going through my mind, and I hit a great putt and it went in, and it was a great way to finish the day.
And I did have one last question. Just what were your emotions? What was going through your mind there, actually out on the 18th green? You getting the plaid jacket, you get the big Leno trophy. Obviously, you holding up the big check. It was a little weird, wasn't it?
It was a little different for sure, but in the end, I was holding the trophy, and that's all that matters to me. And I've got a nice jacket to go with it as well. So very cool.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it.
Okay, let's go to Brad Townsend with the Dallas Morning News.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations. I was wondering, were you one of the players that stayed in a hotel this week, or did you rent a house? And at any time during the week, did you feel safe about what the tour was doing? And every time you entered the ground, did you feel good about the protocols that were put in place?
Yeah, I felt 100% safe. I actually rented a house right in the neighborhood. I mean, I almost could have walked to the first tee. And I had my uncle with me here cooking me breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. And, other than going to the golf course, that was the only time I really was out in public. I mean, I didn't go anywhere, so it was basically golf course, house. So I felt really safe with the protocols they had in place, and I thought they did a great job.
Okay, let's go to Doug Ferguson with the Associated Press.
Doug, well done today.
Thanks, sir.
Kind of following up Brad's question there, just curious, did you think much about the virus this week? And if you did, what made you think of it?
I thought about the virus very few times this week. It's been such a big part of our lives for the last 2 months, and I feel like I just try to do everything I can to be safe, and that's all you really can do. I mean, you wash your hands, you don't touch your face, you wear a mask when you can, you social distance, and obviously we got tested early in the week, so I knew I was healthy before I got here. We had the temperature readings before we got on site every single day. I knew that all the employees and staff that were here, were doing the same thing. So I felt completely safe. I felt very comfortable. And I thought they did a great job in implementing their plan.
What do you look like with a mask on?
About the same I do now, gorgeous.
Seriously, one last thing, Daniel. You've had a couple of long layoffs in the last couple of years, one from the pandemic, the other one from your wrist. Which was there a difference in returning? I realize there's a difference with injury, but in terms of just getting back to things.
I would say I was nervous on the first tee both times. More nervous with the wrist injury because I hadn't actually played competitive golf in, such a long period of time. But, I anytime you step, I don't care what any golfer says, you step up to the first tee of a competition, whether it's nervous or excitement, you have some butterflies going, and I felt that way from the beginning of the week, and just try to really focus on staying calm and sticking to the things that I've done so well in the last couple months.
Congratulations once again, Daniel Berger. What are your thoughts on the 2020 Charles Schwab Challenge? Let me know in the comments section below, and please click on the thumbs up icon if you liked this video. Subscribing to this YouTube channel and sharing the video also helps. And don't forget to click on the notification button for this channel so you won't miss the next First 2 Tee video.